What's up, guys? Robbie here, and guess what? Bitcoin did break out like we did predict in my last video, and I want to talk more about how we hit that target, if we met that target, and where we're going now, because it looks like Bitcoin is a little indecisive right now. So yeah, let's get right into it. So we can see that Bitcoin is making this ascending triangle, and we are talking about it, and it's this flat line of resistance and this rising support here, and Bitcoin actually broke out of it right here. And we can see that this was our target. And I left this chart almost exactly the same as my last video, just to see the proof of concept of our target. And we see I drew this target right here by getting the opening of this triangle right here. You get the opening, then you just put it to the breakout point, and it broke out, and we see that we almost met that target. My target was at 11,638 or 11,645, somewhere around there, and it hit about 12.1. So I mean, it was right in that general area. We knew that we were going to get a massive breakout, and I want to talk a little bit more about how this breakout played out compared to how I was thinking it was going to play out. We talked about that $11,500 level, right? That $11,500 level, $11,200 level, all that. There's a bunch of resistance there, like resistance here, and this area too is just a lot of resistance, right? And it looks like, if we're going to draw a line where that resistance is here, it looks like we're on top of it right now. And we draw a line right here, it looks like we're on top of it right now. So both of those are kind of good. It's not looking bad. If we look at the volume here, this is what was tripping me out at first, because we were starting to break out and we weren't really getting volume, and we got it towards the end here, but then we did get a lot of selling volume right after, and then we've been continuously getting buy volume and then a lot of selling volume again. So the volume has really been tricking me out here, because breaking that 10.2, 10.5 level, you'd expect a more explosive breakout. You'd expect a breakout that would really do something. Like after a long period of time, like this area over here, you see we broke that level and we just shot all the way up to almost 14K. We're not seeing that here. We actually got rejected, and we got this major bearish candle here, which indicates, you can't just base everything off of one thing, but that indicates that we could possibly be having a reversal here. And I want to point out a couple things that can show to that. Let's look at the bearish side of things first, because I feel like this is more likely. Whoops, this was a long time ago. This was from this is from a long time ago. This is like when Bitcoin was dropping the first time, and I was like drawing my lines of like where it was probably gonna go. All right, so if we look back here, we're gonna see that Bitcoin is actually where the price has topped out before. You see where it topped out here, like on the first basically the first dip that Bitcoin had in the major rally in 20K, and it dipped down to 6K, and it went back to this 11K area. We're in that same boat, and we can see that this is a rejection level, and we see that it has rejected here before, and it has went back down to 6K almost immediately. So we are not safe here. This is not a safe area to be at. Bitcoin is not out of the woods yet, and we can see that buying volume is not coming in right now, and we actually got a lot of selling volume here, which indicates that people are they're not feeling like they should be holding. They're kind of feeling like they should be taking profits here, which means that I feel like Bitcoin could be ready to retrace. Those retracement levels are going to be 10.2, 10.5, but again, a really strong support. If we look at this volume per volume range here on the right side, we can see that really strong support is at that $9,700 level, and at the bottom is at 9,300, basically where we're in the middle of this consolidation. So if we were gonna have a drop, I wouldn't really expect anything lower than that, unless we do have, again, lack of confidence, and then we would hit these levels down here that I have pointed out at the right here at 7,800 and down here at 7,400. If we get that lack of confidence and we don't get that confirmation that we're going to continue going up, then I'm looking down. But if we're going to be going up, here's what I'm going to be looking for, okay? I'm going to be looking for a new session high. What I mean about that is I'm looking for this spot right here at the 14K level, 13.9, I'm looking for this. If we can somehow break past this high right here, then I am probably going to predict and confirm that we are in the next bull run. Okay, but until we pass this point, um, I'm not I'm not confident in anything that's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? This point was our first major rejection point, in the short term, and now in the long, we're hitting long-term rejection points, which isn't really good if we're gonna be bull running here. I personally feel like there is a lot more pressure that has to build up with Bitcoin, and there's a lot of uncertainty now in the market and in all the markets for the most part. And I feel like Bitcoin is gonna be taking a dive down here. My best guess for a Bitcoin dive, honestly, is I'm actually going for worst case scenario here. I'm gonna bet it's gonna go down to 7,800. Really feeling this drop here. And it's really all the technicals are kind of pointing towards it because we're going up, but it's like pushing a boulder up a hill at this point, and it's really been struggling here. You're having to have these super long consolidations just to break out, and it's not the old Bitcoin. Old Bitcoin used to break out, with basically any type of movement. So you can tell that it is a lot more skeptical now, just based off the price movement. And I mean, even if we drop down to 7,800, it's still good because we're just gonna drop down, then we're gonna bounce up, right? Um, because we had this little weight leg up here, kind of down here, and now we're gonna have to go down so we can actually go up. That's just what I'm feeling right now. I feel like there's not enough pressure here. There's not enough buying pressure here, and I feel like the resistance here is gonna hold. So yeah, I mean, let me know if you agree with me or if you disagree with me down in the comments. I like to hear you guys' opinions, and if you like this video, please leave a like, and yeah, please subscribe, and thank you. I'll see you next time.